to wake up on time to get these things done. It is episode 9 of Chainstitch. So I've sewn 9 days in a row, 15 minutes a day. The progression is working. I'm the farthest along on a project as I've ever been. So this 15 minutes a day actually works. Today we're just gonna jump right into it. I don't have my watch. I do have my watch on, so she's about to die. We're gonna jump right into it because again it started late. So, hi. Oh, Josiane, welcome. I do a daily challenge of sewing for 15 minutes a day just to prove to myself that I do have time. So I'm a busy mom, coach mom, kid has sports. What else do I do? Work full time, take care of the home. Kind of, she's a mess right now. In a relationship, full time employed. So there's a lot going on. And by the end of the day, I'm like, I don't have time to sew. I don't make a priority. So this challenge is a way to stop that. I start off the morning with 15 minutes for myself. I'm going to start the timer. Maybe. Set timer for 15 minutes. All right, so let's dive into it. We are sewing the Liliana vest from VikiSews. It is this one right here, and today we have made it to the front pieces, so we're gonna set those up. Not sure how much sewing is gonna be done today because we know sewing is like 10% sewing and the rest prepping and cutting and all that yada yada blah blah blah. Oh no, oh no. Sorry, I operate from YouTube and Instagram, and I did not charge my phone last night. That is also one of the reasons I'm up late, or I didn't wake up on time. I didn't charge my phone, and then I also slept with my phone right next to me. And when I do that, I will automatically hit snooze. So I did not set myself up for success this morning, and that's on me. I'm actually going to mark these pieces again. Like all the points and stuff, just to make sure that they're there. So let me get this. This is the front piece of the vest. I'm writing on the back, and let's find the darts, points, and all that stuff. So here's this dart point. So I'm just gonna mark that there, so I know where it is when I'm sewing. I'm going to mark this notch. All right, and notches are just points on the seam allowance where you have to match them up to another piece. So if I have two pieces and both of them have a notch, I'm going to make sure those are pinned in the same area. So my seam will be the length it's supposed to be and everything lines up where it's supposed to be. I'm going to mark the buttonholes. Usually I don't, but I'm a little today, so we'll see. Can I hold it? I don't know. Are they lined up? I don't know. Okay. I don't know a lot of things this morning. I just woke up, and then I put on this hoodie because the air conditioner was on all night last night. So I'm cold. I don't like sleeping with the air on. But everyone in this house does, so I am the odd one out, and I freeze at night. Okay, so this buttonhole is here. This buttonhole didn't fall directly on the line. Oh, this was stretch. Buttonhole here. Buttonhole here. Okay. This reminds me that I do have to get buttons because I've not gotten buttons for this yet. I haven't gotten any of the trim for this yet. All right, so she's marked. Oh, that is likely the button, not the buttonhole. So the buttonhole would be the middle of that. Go me. Well, I don't know. Which piece is this? This is, nope, this is the piece with the buttons. This is the piece with the buttons, yes. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Okay. Let's mark the other end of the buttonhole. slash button width. And I should probably buy buttons today. Probably should. Okay. So here we go. That one is marked. Let me mark the other one. Okay, and I think today we are working on just the dart. So this right here, sewing that together. There's a few steps, and then I know there's hand sewing coming in. We talked about it earlier. I don't like hand sewing, or I don't like the slowed down stuff. I don't baste unless it's super duper necessary and super duper tailored. This is also a mock-up, so I'm not caring that much about it. A mock-up is basically a test, sewing it for the first time, a fit sample, if you will, to make sure that the garment fits you. Because my real one was actually based on a design I did for the Met Gala theme Superfine Tailoring. I didn't like what they did. I wasn't impressed with what they did, so I was like, I'm gonna make my own outfit. And what, 2 years later, maybe a year and a half later, I still haven't finished. So that's the thing. But I'm making my own vest for that outfit. It is going to be a black and white, no it's not, black and gold pinstripe, and I'm excited for it whenever I can get it out. All right. There was a dart over here, so let me find her. There wasn't a dart over here. There was a notch right here, and then a dart point right here. Evie darts point, which is the ending or point of the dart. All right, so that was kind of marked. So everything is marked, and instructions say on the wrong side of the front pieces, pin, baste, and stitch the darts on the machine, backstitch at the beginning of the stitching, and tie the knots at the end. So this is my dart right here. I am going to squeeze. So I'm making sure these edges line up. And I'm gonna pin it. Hold on. What is this? So this is still 1/2 inch. Okay. Okay. So I've got my pins. I'm going to pin this. End of my dart, and then my dart legs. Alright, pin this one too. I tend to do both sides of things at the same time. That might be a little complicated when I get to the welt pocket because welt pockets take time. And I don't know if I'm going to do both welt pockets on camera. I probably am, because honestly, without this, I wouldn't be this far. Like, honestly, I started this vest back in January, and by started I mean I cut it out, and then I probably interfaced everything in March. So 2 months went by. It was just sitting on my desk. Excuse me, it was just sitting on my table. So without these 15 minutes a day, I would definitely not be as far as I am right now. I basically sewed all the lining last week for the first 6 days, and then now we're on the main pieces, and I'd say I'm more than 2/3 of the way done. No, I won't, because I have buttons and all that stuff to put in. So I know I'm halfway done at least. So this is definitely a good strategy. Now all I have to do is prepare at night and wake up on time, or the time I would like to wake up. All right, so let's sew this. Move everything. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, I pinned the wrong side. I should have flipped it over and pinned it. Yeah, well, all right, so I'm going to sew this 1/2 inch. Where's the end of my dart leg? Right here. This is why we pin this up. Cause I don't know where's the end of my dart leg. And my dart leg is right there. Don't poke myself. Don't poke myself. All right. That's the end of my dart leg. All right, and it's saying do a back stitch. Come on, where's the edge? Where am I lining it up? There we go. I know what I'm doing. Move my tail to this side. Turn her on. All right. Back stitch. Tie it off. So I'm going to take this and pull it, leave some tail, and then okay, on the next one. Oh, that's not a great dart. Am I changing it? No. This is also why I try not to sew when I'm sleepy. All right, I'm going to do this side. We're going to try and make this one a little straighter. Again, mock-up, I don't care as much as I would if it were the final one. Do I still plan to wear this mock-up? Yes, I like to make fit tests and all that in actual fabric or fabric that I would wear. Because once this is done, even if it's not that great of a fit, as long as it's not like atrocious, I'm going to go for it. I know earlier in this process, I was explaining the 3 ways to finish a dart. This was the way I couldn't remember. So you can run off and keep the machine going, and it's like a chain where it twists the thread, and that's a way to lock it. That's the cheapest way to lock the dart. You can do a back stitch. This is when it's folded all the way, but you could do a back stitch here or here. Do a back stitch, and that's a way to lock it. Or you can do this way, which is run off and then tie the tails. So I'm gonna do tie. I'm gonna do another one just for funsies. I'm gonna do one more for more funsies. All right, and then clip it. Clippy, clippy, clippy. All right. Take these out. And then that is going to be our dart. Like that. Does this match up? That does match up. Yep, barely. And that's going to be our dart. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here. See, I curved that. I wasn't great at that one. I can snip this. I didn't snip it on the other one. Get that thread match though. All right, pulling them out, pulling them out. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Prononci? Sorry, help me say your name. Welcome. This is me continuing the challenge of sewing 15 minutes a day. I think we're halfway through to the time today, but let's see. This is my dart. So now, what are the instructions saying? What are they saying? So I did that. Backstitch at the end. Yes. Press the darts flat. Cut the dart allowance open. Stopping 1/8 of an inch short of the dart point. Okay. Press the dart allowances open. Press the seam down. Okay, so this might be where we finish today. Okay, so it's telling me I have to press this flat, and then I have to clip this folded part 1/8 inch up to the dart point, and then press it flat. Let me tie this one off first because I completely forgot. So let me separate the tail, and then I'm going to tie off the dart with 1 knot, 2 knot. Oh, why do you? Oh, you weren't going down as far. So I think I chain stitched that too much. So let me see if I can get closer this way, because I don't want you to come undone. All right, nope, that's not closer. Okay, and my timer is off, so I guess we won't go that far today. I'm just gonna clip that up here. All right, so 15 minutes. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. 15 minutes is done. So I am going to clip this. I would go on to press it, but again, I woke up late, which means I'm waking Ava up late, which means we are going to be rushing to my mom's house. What are you saying? Oh, Anansi. Hi. Okay. I actually have a channel called these names. So Nikki, but I haven't posted any videos, but I love to sew. I will get there one of these days. Yes, I too have a channel. Clearly you're on my channel, but I stopped posting probably a year ago, yes. And I was in the middle of a series. So I would like to get back to that. My challenge with that is my consistency. My consistency muscle isn't that great. Oh, I went a little too far in the dark. It's okay. My consistency muscle isn't that great. So I did really good for a long run, and then life happened and I stopped. And these lives are just a way for me to get back into it without the pressure. So it is like a twofold of accountability for me. The sewing every day, because I need sewing content to make content. And then the actually having something to post on YouTube. I'm going live on Instagram also, but let's be honest, this content doesn't work great on Instagram, so I might switch that to TikTok. I don't know. But it's just an accountability muscle measure for me. And it helps with the views a little bit. I haven't like racked up anything, but again, consistency. So we'll see what this is after a month. Right now I am 9 days strong, so yay me. This is a big step for me because I started this back in January, touched it again in March, and then actually started sewing last week. So this is a lot of progress. We did the lining last week, and we will probably, I'm estimating I'll finish this vest by next week. 2 weeks at the most. Again, this is a mock-up, so I do have to do the actual one. So these are the fronts. I would say I'm going to press these off camera, but I'm not going to touch this again until tomorrow. So tomorrow we will press these, and then I think I have some hand sewing to do. I have to close these areas, which are for the welt pocket, so that's going to be fun. So I'll be hand sewing these tomorrow, and probably pinning these side seams, but we'll see when we actually get there. Okay. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so tired. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, guys, keep designing your best life. Bye.